So today we're going to put this little horse on the float. When he came back to us, he was a bit of an issue apparently. So we'll just make sure that he'll walk calmly onto the 2-horse float. A lot of race horses, when they finish racing, have never been on a 2-horse float. Most of them are transported in trucks. So it's important for us that they learn to go on the 2-horse float. And for most people, obviously most people have a 2-horse float, not many people have a truck. So I'm just going to go through the process. I've set this up here. You'll see that I've got the float as open as it can possibly be initially. I've got the divider across, I've got the door open. If I had windows, I'd have the windows open. I want to make sure that this is as comfortable a space as I can for the horse to go into. You know, enclosed spaces naturally aren't where horses want to be. So I'm going to utilise some pressure techniques here today. I'm going to use the whip, tap him on the shoulder and ask him to go forward, so he'll understand that tap on the shoulder means to go forward. If he stops going forward, I'll tap harder. If he goes forward, I'll let the pressure off by stopping the tapping. I'll use my lead rope to stop him going right. I'll use the whip to stop him coming left and coming on top of me. So I'm going to start now. I'm assuming that he's going to put on a little bit of a show. Let's see how we go. Okay, so I've got him lined up here, and what I want to do is drive him towards the float. I don't want to drag him on. I don't want him to go on because I made him go on. I want him to understand that going on is the best thing to do, that the most comfortable place to be is on this float. So often you'll find people get a horse, they put the horse on the float, all great, and the horse has never really learnt to go on. They've always gone on, but they've never learnt to go on. So the first time it's pouring down rain and it's 5 o'clock in the morning and you're desperate to get to a show, the horse says, no, I'm not going on today. Well, you've got nothing. But if the horse understands that they have to go on and that, you know, that's the most comfortable place to be, then you're on your way to getting to the show that you've got to get to. All right, so I'll ask him to walk up now by tapping him on the shoulder. Good response. So he's had a look at that already. He's not that keen on it. So I'm going to gradually increase that tap until I get a step forward. If he goes backwards, I'll keep tapping until I get a step towards the float. Now, any step towards the float at this stage has got to be rewarded. And he gave me a little step there. I start with a click, add the tap, pressure on, pressure on, pressure on, pressure on. Until he takes a step forward. Step forward towards the float. At this stage, any step forward is a bonus towards the float. Again, tap. What I'd like to do first is to get him to put his feet on this tailgate. He's having a look at it there. He walked up, I took the pressure off. I'll let him have a look at it for a second and understand that this isn't a scary place to be and that the pressure's come off. Now let's see if we can get that foot onto the tailgate. Lovely. Allow him to stand there for a little bit and understand that that's not a big deal to step onto the tailgate like that. Now I'm going to take him away because he's done a good job there. And then I'll bring him back and I'd assume that we should be able to get him back onto that tailgate a little bit quicker. Good boy. So I'm going to add some more pressure on now and see if we can get him to step right up into the float. Every step forward is rewarded. As soon as you step forward, then I took the pressure off. Pressure on because he's going backwards. Pressure off when he steps forward. Okay, so I've got 4 feet on the tailgate there now. That's a bonus. And he's had a chance to relax. So I'm going to take him off again now. Back up, mate. Back up. Good boy. Good boy. Gradually getting him further and further and closer towards that float without a battle if I have to, but if I have to have a battle, I'm willing to have it. Pressure off as soon as he takes that step forward. More pressure when he steps back. Pressure off when he steps forward. So I'm going to ask him for a bit more now. let him stand there for a minute. I'd like to make the decision to bring him off. So I'm going to bring him off now before it's his decision. So once again, he was allowed to relax when he got a little bit further on the float. I'll ask him again. I'm going to back him off again. Making that back off nice and calm. So what I might do now is close the space up. I'm going to close that divider for me, mate, and open up that chest bar. Close the space up now and try and put him into the small space, the single space. And you know, I think he's getting the idea. I know that he was a massive issue before, and so anything in the right direction is a step forward. At this stage, he just keeps taking steps forward. Okay, so much narrower space now. Needs to be a bit more accurate. Step back, tap, step forward, swap. Sometimes you feel as though you're almost there, and then there's a step back. As long as you persist and you're patient and don't get worked up about it, you'll get a result. I'm going to pull him off now before it's his decision. Back up. Back up. Good boy. Back up. Back up. Steady. Back up. One more go. Should just about do it, I reckon. Mission accomplished.